He's got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter.
Man,
first try at the line,
shot.
no good. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Rivers with the basketball. Leads 3 to P.J. Tucker.
I'll take this matchup any day. Ain't play D.
Curling inside. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
Where's everybody at?
Mikal Bridges to Rubio. Great pass to set it up. Wide open.
Wait, why is the hitching? Why is it hitching?
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
No good. Defense catching a break there. Harden shakes free and hits.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they
My
come
shot over
and they
here,
go.
man, gone.
That will not be the case
They're
all
gonna
the time.
sputtering.
Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
James Harden fires for 2. James Harden looking good. 4 for 5.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball.
Bro, what the hell? Give me the greens. Backcourt.
Cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To P.J. Tucker. From long range. Made his first effort, but not that time. And the finish at the rim.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Now it's Harden controlling the offense. Drives, but a shot won't go down. The drive right to the basket. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1,
Got
to
your
see
shit,
if they'll get
D-Book.
caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all
Bro,
game.
what is up with this shooting?
First.
It's like he's hitting the top and it's rimming out. What's going on?
To Gerald Green. From the painted area.
That's the reason why I'm losing.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of
Look
the
at this.
ball.
It keeps
There
popping
wasn't
at the
enough
top.
contact
Top
on
of
that
my,
play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Crawford.
Oh, we know James gonna play no defense. Come on.
The Suns with 4 to shoot.
There you go.
Well, their first 3, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I
What the
don't
hell
want to
is
live in
going
the
on?
past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Harden in possession. His team up by 1. To Gerald Green. Harden. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Now a steal as the Rockets have it. To Harden. James Harden. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here's a chance from long range. An example of why he's a 3-and-D guy. Mikal Bridges. Tough shot. Deep 3. at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. And this one's all tied up. All's our score after one. Let's do it here in the second quarter. Russ at the controls. Aaron Baines rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
DeAndre Ayton. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
It's good and one.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Can't convert the free throw.
I don't like the fact that my shots are popping at the top of the shots.
Let's really build
Other than that, this game would have been blown out by now.
With the steal. Can't miss
Playing good D inside the paint. He's not playing any D on the parameters. I shouldn't. He missed that.
From beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. Rocking the rim.
Let DeAndre Ayton go to work.
Did you see that swiftness? He took that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Here's Westbrook controlling the offense.
I know Westbrook.
Aaron Baines.
We got Aaron Baines in front.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get
Talk
to
your
the free
shit.
throw line.
DeAndre Ayton at the line. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Westbrook across the timeline. They trail by 2. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
The most important thing a shooter can do
He
is
won't let me turn that
continue to
corner.
shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
That's good.
Devin Booker, well defended. To Capella. And stuffs it home.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Booker with it. He'll run the offense. To Mikal Bridges.
Bro, why is this pop? This leg at the top of my
forced
shot.
that one. Well defended. A pass stolen by
God,
Phoenix.
it's fucking my shots up, man.
Back, no good.
It's like a
Off the
mini,
mark.
like little lag right when I get to the top of my shot. Oh, I'm jumping in this. This boy done got me all discombobulated. I gotta slow down. It's early. Never have a great first half.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. 3 for 6 now.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Booker picked up by Westbrook.
There you go.
Screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Russ at the controls. Count the basket at
He
the
hit that
rim.
garbage?
The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Into the game for the Houston Rockets, number 13, James Harden.
Rubio to Kelly Oubre. Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Gordon with it.
Wish my
Leads
shot
up
would
bucket.
stop popping at the top of it. Oh, yeah.
Harden.
Y'all.
Shot off the mark. Good defense.
2 minutes left in the
And a throwdown.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Backcourt. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. for three. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that one.
Harden, guarded by Devin Booker. Shot clock winding down. Harden. That's how you defend. Into the front court. It's Booker. Up by 3. To the outside. Fires the
Bro,
three.
what's up with this leg?
It's Westbrook with the board. To P.J. Tucker. Picked up by the Suns.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Now a whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Into the game for the Suns.
Here's Booker on the drive, but a shot misses. Westbrook into the front court. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. Driving right to the basket. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. It's Suns ball. It's a big finish.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
So the difference, 3 points as we reach the break. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Rivers to bring it into the front court. His guys down 3. Baseline drive. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Gets it in the left corner. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it.
There you
On
go.
the catch and shoot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the 3-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Austin Rivers. Yes, And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good to cement the 3-point play. The lead is back down to 1. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
To Kelly Oubre. To Mikal Bridges. Oubre. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Ah, that's a 24-second violation. To Gerald Green. Oubre. To Crawford. Jamal Crawford. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
For 3. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. To Mikal Bridges.
Gotta come through. Screen coming your way.
And he scores. Jay, how do you stop that?
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Austin Rivers to Fareed. No good, and no foul. Oubre matched up with Gerald Green. Defense making the ball carrier work. Mikal Bridges. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
To Kelly Oubre. Fires the 3. Even that shot was tough for Oubre. No good.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To Mikal Bridges. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Rivers.
Wings trees to go down.
Here's a chance from long range. Another chance. The follow won't go either.
Hey, lock up.
To Mikal Bridges. Goes to the right side. Oubre, guarded by the former Dookie. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They have to keep him in their grasp.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
52. He can have all of that.
And count the basket inside.
He can have all of that.
Seems like one of 3
He book
things
at the 2.
happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores,
Let's
he
go.
gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Houston with the basketball. Westbrook. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Mikal Bridges to Booker. going to launch beyond the arc. Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. Booker with it. The lead stands at 9. Beyond the arc for 3, and you can book.
Nah, keep playing.